what is up? I know you have a lot of shit you want to talk today. What's going on, man?
Bro, I'm so excited about what's happening here. It's all like, you got to understand from my point of view, I'm sitting here, these guys, I don't know why they do it. They know what's going to happen if they tell me what's going on, but they keep me in the dark. They just every fucking time they keep me in the dark. Happened with PB1 and played that game, and I was like, holy shit, we actually have a game here, right? Like these guys, it's not just good graphics. It's not just a little dude who's running around a shitty little pre-made world that's rendered out in Unreal 5. Like we're not talking about that. We're talking about this entire universe of interoperable blockchain games coming together, and the vision, I'm seeing it now. And it's not just 1 year. It's not just 2 year. I'm seeing this fucking 10-year vision now. And I just can't, I'm like, I haven't spoken to anyone on any AMAs. I'm talking to my teammates now. We've flown in a bunch of teammates to go to this conference.
Yeah.
Meeting these people for the first time. Just spoke to Andrew down there yesterday. And he's like, dude, what the fuck? Like, you're right. Like, this actually is, dude, we've created a new genre of gaming. This is going to be the future.
Talk to me about that, man, because I'm going to say, like, yo, straight off the bat, fuck the questions I've written. Let's kind of just go off the cuff, and when we need, we'll go back on rip. But, like, so you're talking about this vision, and actually that's something that I was actually going to ask much, much later on. But explain this shit, right? Explain what you're thinking about the vision. Like, from where it started, obviously it's grown fucking 10, 100-fold since then. Like, talk to us about this new vision now. Like, what are you seeing? What are you seeing Illuvium's going to become? How do you see that shit happening? Just go all in.
So first of all, number one, wasn't my vision, right? Number one was not my vision. This is a combination of Grant wanting the most ridiculous AAA graphics. He literally said to our CTO, they had a massive argument. He said, fuck you if you think we aren't going to go AAA. You have no idea who I am. You have no idea who I'm going to bring into this. We're talking back 18 months ago. So you got one crazy Warwick who's sitting there and he's like, don't neg me. You neg me and I will literally die to prove you wrong. So you got that happening. Now, that's proven, right? We've shown that the graphics, you play TFT, you play Illuvium private beta in the arena, survival mode, you can tell we're not fucking around. You can zoom right into the fucking eyeballs of these characters and you can see the eyelashes. Like that's the detail that Grant's going to. So you got that guy. And then you have another dude. And this is where, for me, I had an idea. I saw a game and I said, holy shit, imagine if you could actually build a good game that was underpinned by this technology where you have verifiable ownership of assets that you can sell in a decentralized marketplace. There's no more bullshit where the developers are controlling everything that the game does. You can't sell anything. None of that, right? But then Aaron came along and we had the first vision was let's make some amalgamation of Pokemon and Teamfight Tactics, right? Both very, very popular games, obviously. But I've said it a million times, we couldn't agree. And then all of a sudden, we decided to add on Illuvium Zero. So now you've got 3 games that are in this thing. That to me was in the vision, right? Now, yes, Aaron would say, what I'm talking about is we're going to build another game and another game and another game. But to be honest, it's all words, right? It's all words until you fucking play it. Now, I don't know if you were in the voice chat back a week ago. I don't even know when that is. I've been doing so many hours straight. You can literally see it in my eyes. Like I am working my ass off because I'm like, I don't even deserve to be in this team. This shit is going to be so big in the end that I feel like even if I was a spectator, even if I was a fly on the wall, I would still be more privileged than 99.9% of people that are on Earth trying to build games. That's how that's where I'm at. And then I don't know if you guys know this, but Aaron has obviously been a little bit sick lately. And when I say a little bit sick, the guy is having so much fun building these games and designing these games. His head is like a fucking prism of shit that just keeps on swirling and swirling and swirling around. The dude nearly fucking died. That's how next level he went. He was going crazy. Now, I finally saw him for the first time in like 3 months. My brother, he didn't come to Father's Day. He's been in Norway. He's been sick there. We finally got him back. I sit him down. I said, bro, do you know what the fuck you've created here? Like, I don't know. I know you're not about the hype and all that kind of shit. And he's like, dude, that's what I've been trying to tell you. I'm like, no, that is not what you've been trying to tell me. Just no. Okay. Like, we're talking about a game genre that has never been done before. You literally, here's the journey. Here's the gameplay loop, right? You go into Illuvium Zero, right? You tend to your land. You create the resources that you need. You generate the fuel that is required to go into the overworld. You then go straight into the overworld. Now you're in this open world, right? Which is freaking ridiculous. It's the guy went to so many details. Our game designer said, dude, we don't need 78 different species of plant. We don't. No one's going to notice. And then you go in and then you test it and you start jumping on these things and you're like, holy shit. This is why that guy is such a psychopath, because he knew that once you go, he wanted Avatar. And that first time you watched that movie, you were like, holy fuck, I'm in, I'm immersed. I feel like I don't want to go out. Fuck the outside world. I'm staying in this digital utopian world. So you get your resources, you get there and you start crafting shit. You start harvesting these plants. You start building weapons so you're good enough that you can go out and you can start battling alluvials. And this is when the penny dropped. This is when it all made sense. And I honestly would not say anything bad to anyone if they didn't get it until you get to the point where we open up this overworld. Because when you're in that overworld and you go into an encounter and it turns into a TFT battle, an auto battle, it's another game. So you've gone from one game to another game, to another game. And it's an entire loop where not only are you battling and collecting these things and owning these things, you're leveling up. So it's like got that World of Warcraft vibes where you're running around. And I was like, fuck, what do we do? There's not going to be creatures in the overworld. It's better that there's not. And I was trying to tell that Aaron's like out here trying to make the overworld have like all of the alluvials like in your face. And I'm like, dude, I don't even know if we need to. Like, it's something else. There's something about not knowing what's going to be in that encounter. There's something about that encounter collapsing on you potentially. And you're sitting there and you're like, I just need to win this auto battle. If I win this auto battle, I collect the characters. We did it. Andre and I were sitting there, right, when we're testing it out. The game designers were so close. The game designers haven't yet put the right collection percentages on the different tiers. It's all fucked up, right? And it basically means it's impossible. And so none of the guys had actually tested it where, apart from a fake simulation, none had been live in the game where they won the auto battle and they collected an alluvial. And we're sitting there and he's like, he told me, he's like, dude, it's not going to happen. I'm like, fuck, bro, I need to see the whole loop. Like, and then Mozart just goes, fucking fireworks blow up. And I'm like, he goes, dude, we just caught one. We just caught a Ramphie. And I'm like, okay. So then try to go capture another one. The instant collapses, right? I'm sitting there and I'm like, no, get me back in that fucking instance. Like, I need to, there was 2 more alluvials. We beat them. I want to capture them. And he's like, you can't. It's over. We got one though. We got one. I'm like, here's where it gets even more fucked up. Everyone is playing a overworld. Everyone is playing an arena right now, survival mode. It's training. It's not real life, guys. You don't get to have 150 alluvials to play with. You only have one ramp fee. And that's what I realized. And I went, shit. Well, now I've run out of fuel. So I got to go back to the other game. So I poured back through, go to the land, start gathering my resources again, generate the fuel. Now I'm in again. So this is one of the this is what game designers fucking dream of. It's the destiny loop, right? You keep going around and around because now everyone's had a taste, right? Now everyone has had a taste of this beta, or most people. I seriously fucking apologize if you haven't been able to go into the beta yet. Like I really, really do. But you've had a taste with 50 alluvials that we give you. Yeah, cool. Yeah. Do you know how long that would fucking take you in the overworld to get? You want to get a tier 5? You are running and running and running and running. And you can sit there from a gamer standpoint. I've never played anything that has ever gotten me close to WoW before. I'm playing betas and alphas here, man, that have been worked on for fucking 18 months. Do you know how long WoW took to build? These guys are freaks. They're freaks. Yeah. So I'm sitting there, right? And I'm like, it's all coming to me. The whole vision of Aaron's game design is like now in front of me. And if you're an investor, you're sitting there and you're thinking, okay, well, they got to pay to travel to get over there. Like, you can grind, right? This is where we're going to smoke Web 2 as well, because you won't even know you're playing a fucking Web 3 game if you want. If you do know, and you're in that Web 3 space, you're going to go straight to paying, right? You just want to get in there, pay to cure your shards, you pay to travel in there, you capture your alluvials, you're happy, right? Because you want to build up a team that's massive. If you don't want to do that, you can go and do it free. If you're an investor, all you need to be able to understand, you don't even need to be a gamer. All you need to be able to understand is if you hold that ILV token, and there's not that fucking many of them, when we're talking 100 million people coming into this space, into this game, and you've only got, let's call it by the end of the Illuvitars, all the land sales and all that bullshit, let's call it, we've already burned 3%. Let's say it goes down to, I don't know, 9 million, right? There's 9 million that you can hold of this fucking token. And if you do, every single little bit of gameplay that people are frothing on in a World of Warcraft type situation is going back to those people who hold that token. Yeah.
It's wild. It's wild. It's mental. People just don't get it. And like the shit that you're talking about now as well, like honestly, it's so true about like the whole, like you're talking about the game that you guys have designed right now. People are understanding that these alluvials, or like I'm sure the community understands, but a lot of other people might not understand that these same alluvials.
I didn't understand.
Yeah, crazy. But like, yo, imagine when we have like a fucking Mario Kart game, or when we have like these alluvials gonna be transferred, and it just goes on and on and on, right? That's the thing. It just goes on and on.
So let me then tell you. So I'm going off at Aaron. Yeah, I'm saying, dude, what the fuck? Like, and he's like, I've been trying to tell you. I'm like, try and tell me with a little bit of fucking hype in your voice, because I don't know about you, okay, but if you are going to end up being one of the best game designers on the fucking planet, I would really appreciate it if you gave me a little bit more. He fucking definitely will be. He's a freak show. He fucking 5,000 page GDD in like 6 months. The guy's off the planet. And he's sitting there and he goes, yeah, but well, okay. I mean, if you want some hype, then think about this. Like, what about the other 6 games that I've got in my head? And I said, fuck, bro, just hit me with them right now. He goes, so you're now in the overworld. You've got a racetrack that is over there. You head on over, right? You got your cute little fucking Atlas, right? That's in your storage, right? You pull him out. He turns into a race car. You can start racing with your mates, PvP, in a Mario Kart style game. Do you need to buy an asset? No, you already caught it in the overworld.
Correct.
Bro, if you bought shit, if you went and caught shit in set 1, guess what? Set 1's only going to be available for 6 months. So the poor people who are here, everyone who's here now who's like, oh, I don't get an advantage. Why does Illuvium never give me an advantage? Wait until people come in when they realize what the fuck is actually happening here and set 2 hits. And people are like, but I want a squiz. You can't get a squiz. If you want a squiz, I'm sure TSG will sell you a squiz, but he's probably not going to fucking let that shit go. Not for a fucking big, pretty penny. So you've got this situation now where you're going into this, you're in the overworld again, and you go to the racetrack and you gear up, you've got your mates, you do a PvP battle, there's fucking in-game yield in that shit, there's rankings in that shit. You can either play with your mates as just a normal Nintendo-like game where it's just super amounts of fun, don't make anything, who gives a shit, right? It's so much fun. You're taking your Atlas, you're taking your Ramfire. Let's say the back of your car, because you've got Ramfire, it's just, you can press a button and it's just got fucking flamethrowers going at the back, and you just toast the rest of your competition. You got Squiz over there who tries to slide on through with his ink. He ain't doing shit. He's getting smoked, right? That's happening. Then you've got this little trapdoor down there. What the fuck does that do? Oh, I don't know if you've ever played a dungeon crawler before, but I'm getting my fucking 7 mates and 8 of us are going down there. We're going to start trying to capture as much loot as we can down there. Infinite levels. I'm talking AI built levels that are infinite, constantly changing. You don't know what's coming up against you. Random fucking bosses that you need to beat. And then there's something over there. And what's that? That's your Warcraft type game where you're sitting there. It's real time trading. You're fucking going up against another player in a Warcraft situation, right? These are what he's done is he's literally said, I'm going to remake every single game from our childhood that we got addicted to, except it's all interoperable. I don't give a fuck about all these people out there who say, oh, my game's going to be compatible with 75 other games, and that's all going to be. No, you dumbass. Learn how to develop. You obviously don't have a real game developer or game designer in your game. And yes, there's Galaxy Fight Clubs out there where we've lent them an asset and everyone lends them an asset. That's not true interoperability here, man. I'm talking about a new genre, an IBG, not an RPG, an IBG, where we have 9 AAA games that are all connected to each other, underpinned by a single fucking thing, ILV token. And there's
Sorry. Well, what is IBG for the guys that don't know? Because obviously I don't think that's like I'm not sure if you coined the term, what the fuck that is. But what is IBG?
An IBG is an interoperable blockchain game.
Awesome. And I think the shit that the thing that I'm fucking excited about is the same way. To me, what you're saying is essentially just, again, I'm glad that you're just going off because my questions are gone out the window. But essentially, the shit that I'm loving, like hearing from you, is what I'm hearing is it's pretty much fucking Fortnite on drugs. I think because all of these games that you're saying is going to be free to play. So the whole like NFTs are a scam, this and that, it's out the window because all of these games are free to play, and you can get your free your tier 0 assets from the main game, or if you want to go into a deeper experience into all of that, like you said, you can pay to get those assets. But once you have those assets, you have a fucking array, an entire suite of different genres and games that are free to play at that point. And then it's just cosmetics. And like you say, like, fuck it, if you're not a Warcraft guy, you're a Mario Kart guy, man. Let's get cosmetics over there. And it's just like you said, there's just revenue on revenue on revenue because you've just given everything away for free. And again, that's the shit where, again, I've talked to people about this, and I'm like, yo, the whole play to earn thing, even as an influencer, when I'm chatting to other influencers in the role that I've got, I'm not selling them on the idea of, it's a play to pay. What is it? Play to earn. I'm like, that's like not what's happening here. It's a play, and like, if I have to use a fucking terminology thing, it'd be play and own. But essentially, you're playing a game because you want to play it, you own it, and you can it's interoperable with every other thing that we're going to build in the suite. Like, that's it. Like, don't expect the actual like things to maybe go all the way up. Like, just like a pack of Pokemon cards, you might get a fucking magic cup that's worth fuck all. But it's all right because you had fun playing it. And now, instead of just playing the card game, You can use that card for fucking Mario Party, Super Smash Brothers, or Mario Party, or Illuvium Party, whatever it is, right? It's like, fuck it if the value goes down a little bit. Who cares? Like, you could use it.
You don't give a shit.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
You don't give a shit. It's about fun. Imagine if what we're talking about is get 9 of your favorite fucking PlayStation games, put the CDs together and mash them into the fucking PS5 and then start playing inside of that universe and just go portal in, portal in, portal in, portal in, wherever the fuck you want to go. You got PvP, you got multiplayer across the whole thing. There's one server for the entire fucking thing. No regions of bullshit like that. None of that. Yeah. I don't even give a fuck about the earning now. Will there be earning? Do the math, okay? I'm no longer allowed to talk about token price. I'm no longer allowed to talk about revenues or whatever like that. I don't need to do the fucking math. It's very, very, very simple that if you are holding that token, guess what? Our mechanism means that you're going to get something of something. Now, I don't know about you, but if you mash together 9 of your favorite best-selling titles over the last 3 decades all into one with a freak show crazy game designer like Aaron is. And I said to him, I go, bro, do you understand how fucked this is? And he goes, do you understand how hard this is?
Yeah.
Why do you think I sit there and my mind is like broken sometimes? Because he will sit there for 10 hours trying to come up with ways with how do you port these assets? How are they going to migrate? He can't think of one game. He's already got the games mapped out in his head. Yeah. And yes, the community can come in and say, actually, we want to add a tower defense game. And that's okay because the way that he's set up the entire combat system is if your Illuvium has 52 attack damage, it's going to have 52 attack damage in Mario Kart. It's going to have 52 attack damage in Warcraft. It's going to have the same specs across the whole thing because otherwise it gets too confusing. People are like, holy shit, what if it's not good? What if my squiz isn't the same power? It's all the same power, all the same tiers. So know if you're racing up against a Ramfire tier 5, you're fucked. You are fucked unless you can compete with your tier 5 Ramfire that comes in. And then if you get addicted to Mario Kart, guess where you're going to go? You're going to go to the fucking Illuvidex and you're going to go, well, you know what? I can't, like, this is too hard, right? Or maybe I can't even get that one anymore. Yeah. I can't get it anymore because we're in set 5. These things aren't going to, like, the value of these things should increase, not decrease. And the only way you can do that is if you start creating more and more and more assets. You know why no one else does that? Because when I first said to Aaron, 150 alluvials or nothing, he said to me, he actually lied. He lied to me. He goes, he doesn't want to tell me no because I'm the type of person that I am and he will have an argument. He doesn't want that, right? So what does he do? He lies. He says, that's not possible. And I had my fucking game designers tell me that shit. Guess what Grant did? He was all in with me. He said, we will get there. We have to get to Pokemon. Now we have 185. It's been, we've had 185 for fucking 12 months.
Set one? Fucking hell. All right, okay. That's a leak.
So what I'm saying is if you think that's ridiculous. You can't do that shit. Go to a fucking AAA studio and say, hey, 90 artists, a total of 180 devs, concepted, modeled, rigged, animated, gave them the sound of Aaron was like, you are so dumb that I'm not even going to have the argument with you. So how do you keep these things valuable over time? You keep adding more and more and more. The only way you can do that is a simplistic combat system that Aaron came up with where it's literally on a spreadsheet. You can literally add a character on a spreadsheet with the same attributes, the same different combat skills, and it's all there. As long as you have the art. The art is the thing that takes so fucking long. Yeah. So I'm sitting here and people play fucking games where they're showing off 3 characters and they're like, we made these 3 characters in 2 years. Yeah. And we've made 185 of these things in 18 fucking months. Do you think we won't be able to do that again when we go to 1,000 people in the studio?
Let me ask you that, right? Because again, I want to put a bit of pressure now and kind of ask you a bit of a harder question. Because again, the vision for everything that you're saying is fucking amazing. And again, I'm all for it, which is why obviously I'm on the team, right? If I didn't believe it, I wouldn't be here. But obviously, so with all the vision, and like you're saying that it's fucking so hard to build that out. And now with the plans of all of these other games coming out as well, what is your vision? How does your vision kind of like come up with that? Do you think that you're going to start outsourcing? You're going to buy, like, what's the plan? Are you going to build in-house? Are you going to buy out other studios to like, what are you going to do there?
My job is to keep every single piece on the chessboard. My job is to keep the money coming in. My job is to make sure that we have enough runway to keep this team humming along, right? If I can do that as the whatever the fuck you want to call me, right? I don't give a shit about titles, right? If I can just keep this thing going for 20 years, I am seeing this end vision. And it's not my vision. It's not my vision. It's Aaron's vision. And dude, we saw what happened when Axie Infinity had one sync. It had one trading fees. We have trading fees, shard curing, travel, in-game IZ fees. There's like 8 of them across the entire thing. Now, I just went through that loop. Do you think people are going to go, oh, I'm going to take 1 ramp fee into the arena and get absolutely fucking wrecked? No, you're going to go back to your Illuvium Zero, or you're going to go, shit, I don't have any land, so I've got to go buy it off someone else, right? And you're going to go buy that. You're going to go capture more of these alluvials because it's addictive as fuck, right? It's so much fun. It's like Pokemon on steroids because that Pokemon, it's growl, it's tail whip. It's like, I love you, honestly, Pokemon. I do. I'm one of your biggest fans because I love the personality, the addictiveness of their characters. But my fucking God, can we get a combat system that doesn't make me fall asleep, please?
Yeah.
You've got 100 million players playing TFT, right? You got 100 million players. Dude, you're in an overworld capturing these cute to absolutely morbidly fierce from an entire gamut of people that are basically psychologists when they were designing and concepting these things to invoke the psychology of collecting. So you want to collect them, but then you go into this fierce combat system where it's like, I actually need to be skilled here. This is not no fuck around. And then you people are like, oh man, an auto battle of that's not going to be streamable. Huh. Mate, you should have seen my face when that instance collapsed. I didn't know what was going on. Andre told me, he said, dude, no one's caught one yet. It's not going to happen. I said, bro, it might. So can we just keep on fucking trying? Let's go. And he's like, fine, I've got to get back to a meeting. Then Mozart's fucking picking him up. And he's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. He's actually going to do it here. Picked it up. Dude, then I literally said to him, I'm watching the fucking thing. It gets unstable, right? The encounter starts getting unstable. The graphics are just ridiculous as well. Like utterly insane. It starts getting unstable. I'm like, bro, are you going to fucking hit that next one or not? Let's go. Hit it. He goes to hit it, collapsed. I said, what just happened? We had a TNT right there. What just happened? And he goes, the instance collapsed. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Now, this is not even connected to the blockchain. It's not even connected to any monetary gain. And I was so fucking pissed off at Andre. I was like, bro, that's fucked up shit. We could have got that. You were too slow. I don't know why the fuck you didn't do that. Why'd you choose that one? You could have chose the other one. You're telling me someone on stream who's got a Ramfire there, or maybe 2 tier 5s in the same instance, and he goes for one, he thinks he's going to be able to get both, and he misses it. you're going to get this. Man, I'll throw the fucking keyboard through the roof. I'll be like, God fucking damn it. Why the hell? Oh my God. Do you know how much that shit's worth? And I just missed it. And I'm never going to see that again. And you know what? It gets even better because every single time you capture an alluvial, it gets harder and harder and harder and harder. And then, hey, there's more from your outdoors. Let's just sprinkle a little bit more, says Aaron. Let's make deflationary tokenomics, where if you're in set 1, literally, we'll be in set 9. You'll have 100 million, 200 million, 300 million playing this shit. It's going to compete with WoW. And we're going to be at set 9. There's going to be people in set 1 who are literally fusing to get their stage 2, fusing to get their stage 3. So they're just going to get rarer and rarer and rarer and rarer across the board. He has not thought of everything. Like, it's insane. Every single little fucking thing he's thought of. So it's just the reason I'm so excited. The reason I was like, I fucking hated these AMAs, man. I've done 180 of them. I don't give a fuck. But I literally was like, people need to know, because I didn't know. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Now
it's crazy.
It's just like I see 10 years from now. I see everything.
All right, cool. Yo, let me ask you, right? So, like, we got the whole 10-year vision. Let me kind of bring it back slightly. Like, I know, again, I'll ask this just because I know the community wants me to. I know you're not going to give us a straight answer, but when? But I'm actually just going to, like, kind of pivot and ask it in a different way where I think you might be able to answer it. So, instead of giving us a specific date, how far do you actually think that we're along? Because I've played the Overworld as well, the internal build, after you got us hyped on it. I agree. I think it's fucking sick. I didn't get as much work as I should have done that night, so I apologize. But essentially, like, how far are we? Like, how much have we done? Is pretty much what I'm saying. Like, if you could give like a percentage, like, how much further do you think we need to go? You don't need to give a date, but how much more do we need to go until you think it's at a state that you want to let the public in on it, where you can show that to the public?
We're like, look, I'm not going to come on here. I'm not going to start tweeting about shit. I'm at the stage where I'm now pushing the devs. Now, if you remember back when PV1 was going down, right? And I said, just please, just release it. Release it. I've played it. The problem is we're dealing with perfectionists. We're dealing with, the reason IZ isn't out is because Grant's a perfectionist. He refused to let it go out. IZ could have gone out from a gameplay perspective 6 months ago. They wanted to do a ridiculous overhaul. So again, I swore that I wouldn't go into dates, but I'm playing these games. I'm not, if I was playing a shit game, do you think I'm going to come on here and talk like I talk? Like, everyone's worked out by now that I don't even have the ability to filter. I don't. And I don't give a fuck either, right? So if I'm sitting here going, now look, I'm not going to go, the Overworld doesn't need polish. Of course it needs polish. I'm not going to sit here and say there's 7 regions. There's not. But Crimson Waste, when you're going around, like, I thought we were talking like Q1, Q2 of next year. I literally did. I was like, I've gotten this so wrong. Like, I thought it could be done so much faster. We've got demon devs. They work like fucking 12 to 15 hours, but I was wrong, right? And my reality check was honestly, Overworld is such a large project. It's such a huge amount of elements that need to go into it. Plus the asset stack that Grant wants in every single level is so extra that it's not even funny. I was just like, we might be here until, Q2 next year before anything comes out. Now, we're easily this year. Put it that way. And that's Overworld. So where do you think Private Beta 2 is coming? Like, there's a whole bunch of shit that is about to converge all at once. And I'm okay with saying, hey, let's just release one region. Let's just give people a taste. Because it's like so far, like the fact that I just went onto a debate with someone whose only piece of gameplay is a single model doing a single run through, looking at a spaceship that isn't actually 3D modeled from their internal team. The fact that I did that, I feel like a moron. And now I know why my devs were like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
Like, we're not in that. We're not that. We're not a bunch of VCs who went, woo, let's jump on this whole GameFi trend and build a game out, and then we'll outsource 90% of our development. We have a fucking real team who want to beat Riot. They want to be the next World of Warcraft game, which changed people's lives, which ruined people's schoolings. That's what they want. Because people get so fucking addicted. Relationships are ruined. I could go out there. I've got a beautiful view. I can show you right now. It's a beautiful view.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
You think I want to be out there when I can be in here?
Yeah.
And you add the community aspect when you start raiding with people.
Massive.
You start, dude, the PvP hasn't even come out yet. I just played Private Beta 2, right? The auto battler with 150 characters. Dude, this is how crazy Aaron is. And maybe this is why he thought I was crazy. But he's made a balanced game with 150 characters. Teamfight Tactics has 58, I think, or like maybe 60 characters. Because to balance that shit out is unbelievably hard. People have played Private Beta 1. You don't think he's going to do it again? Of course he's going to fucking do it again, man. So I'm playing it. You're playing it. I know I've told you, you cannot get as hyped as me. You can't leak any shit or I will literally kill you. I've told you all of that. But read through the lines is all I'll say. Right? This is not as far away as you think. And the thing that kills so many investors is delays, right? I've said it in the Discord so many times. I get it. Think about how impatient I am, right? I thought we could build this in 9 months, right? That's how impatient. And I demanded it of everyone, of Aaron. I said, design this shit. And he's like, it's impossible. And I said, do it. We need to do it. We have to do it. Right. Yeah. The only person that was pushing back was actually Grant. And he's like, I don't give a fuck what you say. You're a psychopath, but I want this to be the best looking graphics of all time. So delays, yes, they're there. We're not pretending. We're not. But if you hear this early and you see this vision, if you can hear the passion in my voice, I've never been more excited about anything in my entire fucking life. And I honestly don't think I will. This is going to change gaming forever. This IBG, the idea of a properly interoperable blockchain game, others will follow. Don't you worry about that. And great, we want that shit. We absolutely want that shit. Let's get as much mainstream adoption as we absolutely can. But you really want to leave the journey now? You really want to leave the journey and after you've been here for 18 months, some people nearly 2 years, right? We haven't been going for 2 years, but some people have been around. Like, you want to drop out now? Not when we're this close. Like, I'm not saying this is a 10, 15, 20-year journey. But think about how sought after these things are going to be after 10 years. And you're that dude who's like, fuck yes, I was there in the first 6 months. I'm the luckiest man alive.
Dude, and that's the shit that I've been like, again, I told you this when we had our interview. I'll kind of say it publicly as well. And because I've told my wife this, I told you as well. I was like, man, the opportunity to work at this company and like with the shit that you're building, to me, in my perception, in my mind, it's like working at Apple before the iPhone came out. Like, I think it's just going to revolutionize the industry. Like, just the way the iPhone did, like smartphones took over. I think what we're building here is going to revolutionize gaming. Like you say, the whole IBG thing, to me, it seems it's so obvious and so clear. But yo, like what I'm going to do is I am going to try and just touch on some of the stuff that I did prep. So we're not just talking about this, because there's a lot of other shit that I want to hit as well. Again, I'll kind of just say the words and you run with it, whatever direction you want.
Yeah.
But Illuvitas. I'm just going to say Illuvitas, whatever direction you want to take, just go for it, man.
All right, so Illuvitas,
yeah.
this has been the bane of my existence. As everyone knows, I came up with that idea 15 months ago now. Roger, that was another thing where Roger was like, I'm pretty sure you're a crazy person, right? There's no way that we can build out that many. I said, build a new team. Go hire a new team. Don't give a fuck. He went and did it. They're in set 3 now. They're building set 3 of Illuvitas. So 2 main things that have happened there. So obviously we all know that collections have come out, makes it awesome. It makes it better than the initial idea, way, way better, way more collectability. It's super cheap, so everyone gets a chance to get in. You can get rare stuff. This is the new stuff. So we've added 3 more alluvials into set 1, right? I'm not going to tell you which ones, but one of them is my favorite. Okay, so we've added more in, right? That's the first thing. Then we've added utility to these things. So if you finish a collection, I don't know if many of you know, but we're building merch right now, and we got to touch on that because I've been spending so much time on merch with the merch team. But you finish a sleeve, right, of 12 Illuvitas that are the exact ones that are needed. Boom, you open up access to a piece of merch that is exclusive to that sleeve. That's number one. Sick. Then there might be multiple sleeves that you need to complete in order to get access to the Mario Kart beta when that comes out, right? You have those Illuvitas, boom, right? When that game comes out, or if it's private beta 2 or Illuvium Zero alpha or anything like that. So we've added the utility to this. Then the third thing is in real life events. So obviously we are going to have our own massive Illuva conference, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Yeah. That's going to happen, right? I don't have a date for it. I don't know when, but I know me, and we are definitely going to do that. Another thing that you'll gain access to is you fill these sleeves, right? It might be that you have to fill 50 out of the 500 that are going to be there, right? We're not going small on this. 500 different collections to get, right?
Crazy.
If you do 50 of them, let's say, boom, you gain access, free ticket to, and here's the thing. If you go and sell one of those Illuvitas, you have an incomplete collection. It's not a physical ticket. It's a digital ticket. You're going to go up to the gates and you're going to go, and it's going to say, sorry, sir, you are not applicable here. You've sold your Illuvitar. Shouldn't have done that. And then you're going to have people outside the event trying to buy back that fucking Illuvitar just so they can get in there. You thought you could jip the system? No, you couldn't. Yeah. Right? Yeah. So that's Illuvitars in a nutshell. Why the fuck they're not out is just killing my life. However, the fact that now we've added so much utility to them, so much collectability to them, and it's so much more akin to what we are doing in terms of like that Pokemon card type shit.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm all right. Yeah. Because, dude, it's now not this like, I used to say, we'll be here for the next 5-10 years. Dude, this is not 5-10 years. I spoke to Aaron. This is his lifetime. Yeah. This is literally his lifetime, which means I'm coming on the journey with him. I love them. I love those brothers more than fucking anything. I've got team members now that I would consider my brothers as well, right? Yeah. And sisters, literally. And so we're not going anywhere. So when I think about it, I'm like, oh no, we have to wait, 2 months or whatever to get collections done, and it's going to be all proper and it's going to be sick and have that utility from day one. It's a drop in the ocean compared to this 20-30 year journey.
Yeah. That's the shit that I wish that like the community, and again, I understand it because of the bear market, sentiment's fucking low. I get it. Like you say, delays. We're kind of like dealing with a lot, like the mass community. But like you say, man, if people could just understand that it is like you say, a fucking 20, 30-year vision, you're building out a fucking Pokemon IP. A couple of months, like what difference does that actually make? Like, oh man, just relax. Like, you guys are building some shit. And actually, just going on that little bit, I want to bring up something that someone, I think both of us regard this guy super highly, but Santiago. So Santiago, he just recently tweeted out, the best founders don't wait for macro to clear up. They build remarkable things, and the world embraces them. What are your thoughts on this? Because again, there's been conversations being had that Illuvium shouldn't actually release until the bull market hits to capture that shit. Are you for that? Or are you like, man, fuck it. Once we're done, put it out there.
Do you think a Web 2? Okay, okay. Let me tell you a little something about how fucking macro markets work. Do you think a gamer playing Fortnite who's 14 years old gives a flying fuck about the stock market going down 2 points?
He has no idea. Yeah. No clue.
At what age did you start giving a shit about stocks? I reckon I was early, and maybe I was 19, something like that.
Very early, man. Jesus,
which is very early. Most people are around 25. Most people don't even give a fuck, right?
Yeah.
We've got 100 million gamers initially that we need to get in. The 100 million gamers is not the 9 fucking interoperable games all at once.
Yeah.
That is a number that I'm too scared to even blurt out, right? So out of the 100 million gamers, how many of them are going, yeah, the stock market, crypto is very volatile? No, they're going, there is a place in the metaverse where I can literally go into and for free start collecting characters that allow me to go into 9 of my favorite nostalgic games that I've played over the last 20 years. So 99 million people aren't going to give a fuck about the macro market, and 1 million people will. The reason we have it now, the reason people are like, oh, Illuvium's dropping in price, I can't believe it, is because they are the investors. Now, you can choose to leave. I've done it in many, many, many products, right? Many products. But I tell you what, the 99%, the majority, do not give a fuck. All they care about is a fun game. And this is where I'm going to introduce you the non-custodial wallet that we are going to be building, right? You want to leave a non-custodial wallet. 99 million players that come in from a funnel where we have A/B landing pages where A is right now going to be our primary. And that's going to have NFT, crypto, fucking earning, yield, all the bullshit that everyone in crypto froths over. B won't have any of that. It's going to have collect these amazing, these creatures that have so much personality. It's the new Pokemon. It's an unbelievable auto battler that is competing with Dota. It's competing with Teamfight Tactics. It's not going to have a single little thing that says anything about crypto. And then you're going to go in. It's not going to ask you for a wallet. It's not going to do that. You're going to start playing this game. You're going to start capturing these tier 0 characters that don't cost you anything, right? And then we're going to say to you at a certain point, hey, we've been storing these for you secretly. You didn't even know it, right? You just thought you were playing a game. Now, we have this magical migration button, which will create you your own custodial wallet, right? You can press it. You cannot press it. It's completely up to you. But these people are going to be playing a game first. They don't even know that it's underpinned by blockchain. That is being inbuilt into our game. And that is how we are going to onboard these people. And then once they're here, once we have those 99 million players, and they all, of course, everyone's going to, well, now fuck, NFTs aren't a scam. I mean, they didn't even, like, I got them for free. Like, I mean, what? Now I've gone onto this marketplace over here. I've migrated them, and it's like, I can sell this for $20, but the game is free. Now the game's paying me. Now I get that $20, right? what do I do with it? I stake it, maybe. I buy Bitcoin, maybe. I buy Ethereum, maybe. And that's why I have a little play at DeFi protocols every now and again. And I poke that bear because I'm like, whoever we choose to say, this is our recommended lending solution.
Yeah.
This is our recommended staking solution. This is our recommended wallet solution. You know, like hardware wallets. How the fuck? What do you? My partnership manager. Do you reckon he's going to be going? We just hired one. His name's Lauren. He's German.
Lauren,
He's unbelievable. He's already put 14 deals in front of me. The guy's an absolute psycho.
Yeah.
Is Trezor going to come to us and be like, okay, you guys are onboarding 99 million players. Any chance that when you do that migration, you can not just recommend MetaMask because it's super unsecure? Maybe you could just recommend a Trezor wallet. Oh, I'm sorry. How much is that going to add to the vault as a partnership? Yeah, we'll recommend you. And when they do, we're going to take a 5% clip. So all those investors out there, they're sitting there like, how are we going to make all this? And dude, I'm just making this shit up on the spot. So many. We have the power. That's my point there, right? You want to do derivatives trading? Do I recommend my brother's protocol or do I recommend another protocol? Now, I'm fucking around here, obviously, but you get my point, right? Gaming, GameFi has the power. We are going to bring people in without even knowing that they're in crypto. And then it's too late. They've seen the light. Getting 0.01% yield from my bank and then charging me $20 to send fucking money overseas to my mate who needs it to buy a sandwich is gone. I'm instantly sending it to Bettermore because the guy needs a fucking sandwich. No one's an intermediary there. There's no fucking fees. There's no charges for that. It's all going to be on layer 2 eventually. And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree, man.
Eating a sandwich, Bettermore.
I was gonna say, I think he's all right. I think he's all right with the sandwich. He
might though. We don't know.
We might. Yeah. Yo, if you ever need mental health checkup, just let us know a bit more. But so enough about like the money and stuff. Let's kind of go back into the game, right? You've talked about it all coming together as a whole, and I want to ask you, Kieran, not the founder, like Kieran the gamer, Kieran the person, like the nerd inside. I know you might have this outwardly like, yo, what's up? But internally, you're a fucking nerd. We can see it. We can see it clearly. So, what is your
Don't tell my girlfriend that, please.
I mean, fuck it. Just don't let her watch this. Don't let her watch this video. Essentially, now, essentially, what is your favorite aspect of each of the products that you're putting out? So, for Illuvium Zero, what is the key aspect that you're the most excited about? Illuvitas, Overworld, and Automatic. Like, if you can help each of them, like, what's the one key thing that you as a gamer are fucking just ecstatic about?
I'm not excited about Illuvium Zero, not at all.
Okay.
I love the fact that it basically it underpins the entire economy of Illuvium. It's a super smart way to do it. It's a great way to introduce it. But I mean, like, did I play SimCity? When I was young, did I play like a city builder game? Is it going to do it for me? It's probably going to be the least. Now, I bought so much land, right? Now, that was the investor in me. So don't mess things up and think, oh, he's going to love doing that. An idle clicker is fun to him. Like, honestly, but we have people on our team. Go look at the IZ chat. People are loving that shit. I'm like, I don't get that. I just don't get that. Now, Overworld. This is a doozy, right? This is where I would have said to you, if you asked me that question before I played Overworld, I would literally say to you, hands down, it's going to be Arena, right? Mm-hmm. Leviathan, I want to go in there. I want to wreck people. I want to do all of that kind of stuff. I'm competitive as fuck. I used to want to be the #1 tennis player in the world. My dad had me out on a court at 4 years old saying, and everyone else is like sleeping and then they get to go to school and shit. And I was out there at 4 years old, 5 years old, 6 years old. Oh, you want to go and go to this party on the weekend? No, sorry. You're going to Bathurst to play a tournament with your mum in your Tarago, and you're driving all the way out there, and it's 10 hours. You're going to play. That was my life. And it turned me into a demon competitor. And on top of that, I have 3 brothers. So the overworld doesn't really do it for me until I thought. And then when you get in there and you realize that you are playing against everyone else. It's not direct PvP, but I know
macro
you want
PvP.
to find a vampire before
macro
me.
PvP. Yeah.
Fuck you. You're going to find a vampire before me. You're not finding shit before me. That's
we'll
that's
see,
when,
fam.
that's when
we'll see.
Well, we will see. We will see, because we'll be sitting there taking like 2 weeks off just to blast off and do this. But I started realizing when I was playing, I was like, holy shit, I've got to capture these things, because then the second level of the overworld, right? The second part, which made me go, whoa, okay, I'm going to get addicted to this, is you go into an auto battle. It's literally like playing survival mode. And I got addicted to survival mode for like a month straight. And it's like 20% of what it is. There's no augments in it in PB1. There's like fuck all alluvials. There's so many improvements that needed to be made.
Yeah.
I got addicted to it when I'm trying to run this business. You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't do that. I couldn't be addicted, and I did. And so did Grant. He was living with me for like 15 days, and we bet $1 million on it. So that's overworld shit where I first saw, I knew it was gonna happen. I knew we were gonna connect an auto battler to it, but until you play it, the penny just doesn't drop, right?
Yeah.
So overworld basically is a combination of arena plus open world exploration. And so it's like, I love it. I absolutely love it. Then you've got arena, right? Now,
that's where the shit's at. That's where the shit's at.
That's where the shit's at, right? That's where the 100 million players are going to go. But that is for me the fucking holy grail, man. Like, you're talking super strategic. You got to have so much. You've seen me in the TFT games that I do in Discord. Like, I will get real. Like, I came 5th the other day. When I beat Frobe, I was sitting there, I was like, fuck yes, I had the best day. That made my day, right? That's the type of shit where I'm just beyond addicted to, right? Like, I've been playing TFT now for like 5 years. I don't get addicted. I only played WoW for 3 years, right? Like,
crazy.
I have a very, very short attention span, right? In terms of like in reality,
just generally
in gaming, very short compared to a lot of other people, right? Like, the grinding grinds on me after a while. But being able to go into a short, sharp tournament, like, I'm going to be playing so many tournaments. Like, I'm not even joking. I actually want to be a pro in arena.
That's crazy.
Like, I actually want to be a pro in arena. So once again, if my girlfriend does actually watch this, I'm kidding. I don't want to do that. That's going to take like literally 40 hours a week, but I'm not joking. I'm absolutely not joking. That's where I'm at. So out of those 3 games, but the thing is, man, I was so addicted to playing Warcraft. I was so addicted to playing Tower Defense. I was so addicted to playing Angband. Bro, Angband, I don't know, I don't know if you were, dude. Angband was a dungeon crawler. Now, this is showing my like super, super, super nerdy.
Yo, let it out, man.
Bro, Angband was like the shittest graphics you could put. It's like Web 1 graphics, right? Like,
okay,
utter trash. But you'd go and it had like links to Lord of the Rings and Tolkien and stuff. And so you could go in there, and one of the first bosses, it's like a dungeon crawler, right? And there's like 50 levels. You pick up weapons, but you're literally a slash, right? Like you would go up against a slash and you would like go like forward, forward, forward. You had weapons and shit, but like you didn't see the weapons. It just added to your attack and whatever. And you would go up against like Farmer Maggot in like the first 3. Now he's one of the, if you know Lord of the Rings, Farmer Maggot is the one that they're all fucking with on the farm, the hobbits.
Yeah.
They're lighting the fireworks and he's like, get out of my farm. That guy, like Angband, Kane, Aaron, Grant, and I played that. Probably Grant the least of Angband, but like the other 3 fucking froth that game.
That's crazy.
Aaron wants to recreate that with real AAA graphics.
That's dope.
You might not ever get me out of that dungeon.
That's dope. That's dope. Yo, I beg you guys, and I'll definitely I'm not gonna put any IIPs for fucking new games until we get the main thing out fast. But once that's sorted, I am gonna push for this. We absolutely need a fucking Super Smash Brothers type of game, a fucking platform fighter.
Okay.
That would be game over, fam. That would be game over.
So with Kirby, I'm fucking godlike. I literally, you can
Smash
never
Bros?
get me. Yes.
Fam, I'm a professional Smash Bros player. I'm the #1 Pikachu player in China. Fam, I don't even have $1 million. I'll put this job on the line, fam. Let's go. Once we get in the same rule, online play is horrible. Once I come down to Sydney, we're making this happen. Dead set, we're making this happen.
Yeah, online
Kirby,
is just everyone knows Super Smash Online is absolute dog shit. No, I'm talking.
Wait, so you know your shit. Okay, you know your shit. All right, let's go. Let's go.
Oh, you just
okay.
I might put up this. I don't know. Maybe people think that I'm a little crazy, right? Like, without a doubt. I think we're all Warwicks are a little bit screw loose kind of shit. But I might put out this persona that, you know, I'm very outward. I'm very extroverted. I'm very. They always call me the hype man and whatever. But bro, I've played so many games in my. I got addicted to like FIFA. I don't know if you ever played this game called Fight Night, right? The boxing game.
Yeah. I fucking used to love that shit, B. Like on like Xbox and shit back in the day. I used to love that shit.
Literally me and my best mate Matt, we smashed so many controllers in that shit. It was unbelievable. That's the other thing. It's like, I don't like to lose, right? I came 5th the other day in the Discord in a TFT match. I was pissed. I was not happy, right? So yes, it might seem like, you know, I'm just saying, oh, I like gaming, whatever, like that, bro.
I can feel it. It's real. You know what? Yeah.
Games, absolutely unbelievable. The only game that I would say that all my brothers played that I could not fucking stand was Myst.
Yeah,
you ever play that?
I never played Myst. Never played Myst.
Super old game. My God, my dad would almost force me to play that game, and I wanted to shoot myself. I didn't even know what that concept was, but I figured it out when I played Myst. I'm not even joking. It was like just the most boring shit. You had to like find things. I don't have the best eyes, right? I have really terrible eyes. Meant to wear glasses, never did. And I don't know, for some reason, like I just couldn't pick up on the different, like there's a whole bunch of not just puzzles and stuff, but there's like a little crack in the corner and you got to like scrape it with your thing. And then it opens up another thing, which opens up a chest.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there and I'm like,
it's like a fucking Monkey Island type of game where it's like you have to like figure this out and like think creatively to fucking solve these problems and shit. It's like a Monkey Island type game. Yeah. Fair play.
Yeah. But dude, I played a lot of games, man. I played a lot of games. Time Splitters, GoldenEye. Like, just
super random. Going off topic. Did you know that they just announced that they're putting GoldenEye on the Switch, making that online? So like the OG GoldenEye, but just revamping it now. Yeah.
Like new graphics.
Like, I think they might be keeping like the same or just slightly better graphics, just like slightly, to try to keep that nostalgic feel. But I think this news came out like a couple days ago. Some shit like that. I haven't looked too deep into it, but yeah. All right, yo. I don't know how much longer you can go for, man. And again, I'm well late for work, so fuck that.
Yeah, shit. We got to get you out of here. Are there any other? Well, I've got a meeting in 10 minutes. So,
all right, well, cool.
6 minutes.
All right, let's hit like maybe one or two things, and then we'll close off. But one of the last things I want to hit on, because I think this is something that I'm super interested in and I'm super curious about. You're kind of talking about the whole overworld beta as a gamer, like you're a gamer and like understanding the mindset of a gamer. With the overworld beta, I don't know if you can give a straight answer or not, but Aaron has kind of told us and leaked that once we go into the overworld Crimson Waste, we're actually going to be able to capture the alluvials, bring them back to Sanctum Mesa, and fuse them and go through that entire kind of process. I don't know how clued up you are on that, but does that mean that if I'm playing the overworld beta today and I go out and capture, let's say, a RAM feed, if I come back to the overworld beta tomorrow, do I still have that RAM feed? Like, is it a continue kind of? Because as a gamer, it'd be like, oh man, if I couldn't, I'd be like, oh man, it fucking refreshes every day.
Yeah, there's no reason. I mean, I actually don't have a definitive answer for you, but there's absolutely no reason why we would do that. It's obviously not connected. It's a beta. It's not connected to the blockchain. So,
all right.
I know you can put them in storage. I would know. You probably. Here's the craziest thing is you probably can. I haven't played enough to get 3 RAM fees. You probably can. Like you can. There's storage. You can go and store your weapons, your armor. Like I looked at this shit, and Andre's like, yeah, man. There's a storage over there. I'm like, the what? The fucking what? How?
Yeah.
It's nuts. It's nuts.
So if he said that there as well. Yeah.
If he said that, then I would go with what he said, and yes, but I definitely don't think that we would wipe your we do that in the survival mode just purely because we want to keep the characters interesting, and so you can't just get to level 30 every single day with the same waves.
Yeah. All right, yo, sorry, man. Yo, chat. I realize I haven't been paying too much attention to you guys. I apologize, but everyone's fucking asking for a raw. I don't know if you've seen this shit going on. The T-Rex thing.
So the reason, I'm not joking. I'm actually pretty decent at this. The problem why I can't. So no, listen, because I don't want to fuck this up. And trust me, I'm not backing down from this.
Right. Next time we have you on. Next time we have you on.
But the reason is when I went to the Bulldogs game, they ended up winning by a point. You can imagine how crazy I am. Completely lost my voice. I actually said, so I've done 2 recorded AMAs. That's why I said, I mean, you set them up for me.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, get that shit out because I'm so excited. And you heard the fucking rant that I went on in Discord. I don't know if you were there, but I was going off. My voice, I've got this keynote coming up and I'm freaking out that if I keep on doing these AMAs, I'm shouting, man. I'm yelling. No one is going anywhere near. There's an office of people out there, and they are going, they're going nowhere near me right now because I am shouting and I can feel my voice. So will you get the raw? Absolutely. We used to do it. I'm like, when Jurassic Park came out, the last series was just utterly doghouse, right? Okay. But the original, man, we used to go around the house, and I want to do it, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to.
It's fine. Okay, And for everyone in chat, relax. I'm now on the team. I speak to Kieran pretty regularly, so I'll make it happen at some point. You guys don't need to worry about that shit. All right, yo, and the final thing, man, yo, I'll let you kind of close this off. What else can you share with the people watching? Is there anything else that's getting you excited that we didn't touch on, or you kind of just want to say a bit more on? And what do you like? What can everyone look forward to essentially?
The merch. So I know I've been holding out on everyone for the merch for so long now, but the reason is we wanted to do it properly. We wanted to do it AAA. Now, it's kind of funny that meme that people put out and whatever. I love high fashion, right? It looks like it's probably one of the only things that I tend to spend money on. I like wearing good quality shirts.
Yeah.
I don't like flimsy shit. I'm going to say this quietly because Danny can maybe hear me. Danny did the first drop of Illuvium shirts, and I was like, bro, I'm not fucking wearing this shit. Are you joking? It's thin. It's almost see-through. Like when if I bend down, you can see like the back of my back, like all of that type of t-shirts and shit.
Yeah.
So we've got a 15-year expert who's come into the team now. As you know, his name's Porter. He's built brands himself. Between Porter, Roger, Florian's our lead, our now head of graphics design.
Mm-hmm.
Between us and myself, they wanted to go in about mid-range, as in we can't have things so expensive and whatever. I'm not talking about expensive. I'm talking about good quality. So it's not your Louis, Gucci, Prada, but it's one down from that. But it's the same type of like, if you know, you know, right? So yes, our basic range will still be the best quality tee, the best quality pants, the shorts are fire, the hats are fire. It's all going to be the best quality. But our second and third drops, you're going to start seeing shit where it's like, is there a fashion designer behind there? And the answer is yes. Yes, there are. So, and of course there is. It's fucking Illuvium. I don't want people running around being like, oh no, this shirt got a hole in it, or
itchy or some shit.
Itchy and shit. No, like, that's what I've had to deal with. Why do you think I go to conferences and I'm like, I'm not wearing that shit. I don't give a fuck how much branding it is. It's like, I'm going to get fucking chicken pox from wearing this shit. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So plushies are coming with that. I know everyone is super hyped about that.
I can get rid of this fucking shit.
Then I'm going to hit you with something which I guarantee you will be unbelievably well received. This guy comes to the table and he goes, let's do an art book. So think about the Pokedex, right? Think about the Illuviary, right? In a coffee table book, full HD, every single alluvial in the set with a bio, with a personality, where it's found, its attributes, its abilities, its ultimates in this amazing coffee table book. That I think is honestly going to be the bestseller. I cannot wait. I thought about that and I was like, I want that. I want that immediately. And Illuvitas, Roger has been going so hard at this for the last 6 months. We have now got a product which, don't hold me to this, but it should be around like the $79 to $89 mark for your own custom printed, your own one, right? So you get an Illuvitar, you put all your accessories on that shit, your own custom made plate. I've got one of Mozart, my lizard Mozart. It's fucking fire, right? It's crazy. I'm going to have them everywhere. I'm literally going to have them everywhere. So that's what we're working on as well. All of that shit, the first drop, plus the art book, plus the metal plates, we're all hoping to have before the holidays. We're gunning for it.
All right, so there's a lot to fucking for us to look forward to. All right, man. Yo, Kieran, blessings, man. Again, this show was meant to be a fucking pre-recorded video. This turned out way better. So I appreciate that. Again, appreciate your time. Again, we'll probably set this up soon. Again, I've got you doing a whole bunch of AMAs, so people keep your eye out. But man, yo, thank you. You want to say some shit?
Just before you go, so don't thank me, thank you. I've got to thank you. You came to me, you said, dude, so if you don't know TSG, he's come on, he's our influencer manager now. I think the guy is going to be with us for the fucking whole 20-year journey. He loves this shit. He said to me, man, I'll fucking work for free. I said, God damn, fuck that. That's absolutely not happening. But this dude is literally working 2 jobs right now. And if you think it's easy working for Illuvium, it's fucking not. I've got this guy. I literally just said to him, dude, I want to go on an AMA blitz. I need 50 AMAs in the next month. And he's like, holy shit, dude, I've been going next level. I've already got you like 7 or 8 set up. and I'm still working a job. He's meant to be at his job now. This is how much he gives a shit. So don't thank me. Thank fucking you, man.
I appreciate you.
You're a legend.
Appreciate you. Nah, all good, man. But both of us fucking legends in the space. All right, yo. Anyway, guys, like, subscribe, notifications. You know what the fuck to do. And I'll be catching you guys soon, I'm sure. Peace out.